So, what does Central Park mean to you?
We've come here, we come every summer, probably for the last 4 summers, and I think we haven't really walked through the park. So this time we walked through the first night we got here and loved it, and been 3 times since. And it's just peaceful, very diverse, a lot of activities, and it's been really wonderful.
Yeah, and we're from Louisville, Kentucky. Obviously not from New York, and as my wife said, this is my first time walking through the park. And I guess what Central Park meant to me before was what I knew about it from movies, which was usually a good place for a scene in a horror movie or a scary scene in some dramatic movie. A place you don't want to jog alone, but is also a place for the location for a lot of great concerts, public events. I have really been surprised at how different it turned out to be for me. It's a gorgeous place and sort of a refuge from New York, sort of a safe haven from the city, and a great contrast to the way I guess I expected it to be. It's a place now I want to spend as much of the afternoon at as I can, and you get to see a very different side of New York, maybe a more human side where people aren't in a rush to get somewhere, but actually are here because they're not in a rush to get somewhere, and they can just be and relax. And I don't think you can see New York like this anywhere else in the city that I've been.
Yeah, sometimes I think that, I'm in the park, I'm relaxing. I'll try to take this mindset outside the park. It never works.
Yeah.
Once I get out the park, I fall back into my New Yorker instincts.
Yeah.
It's just, and then I go back in the park. That's why I want to spend as much time, just like you were saying, in the park.
I guess this is sort of like New York City with its medication perfectly titrated.
I like that. Okay, so hold up that picture. So I just took that a couple of minutes ago. Now, what does that picture mean to all of you?
I think for me, I love photographs. I think they tell a story, and this is kind of the perfect story for our trip. Walking through the park and using the old camera that you used, I really am going to treasure this.
Yeah, and so much of being in New York when we're here is to try to go to places, to check things off a list that you want to see, or places you've been to. But this is really nice. This is just kind of a fun, relaxed moment. Yeah, we did want to see Central Park, but we're really just kind of in a relaxed, fun frame of mind and not in a big hurry to get somewhere else or do something. And it's just a nice moment that you were fortunate enough to have you capture for us.
So, when you look at the black and white, when you look at that photo and you think of all the photos that maybe on this trip that you took with your phone, let's say you took 500,000 photographs, and you're just snapping away, and you're at the Empire State Building, you're Rockefeller Center, Times Square, all over the place. And then you got the Polaroid. Now, let's say you had to choose. What would you choose, and why? Why would you choose one over the other?
I think that it'd be in black and white. Just being a Polaroid makes it different. Having the trees in the background, having Central Park.
Well, the black and white kind of peels away all the distractions, which I think is sort of what you try to do when you're coming to Central Park, is to peel away a lot of the distractions in your life. Black and white does that. It just sort of focus in on what's most important. The individuals, lot of accoutrements or background noise, and sort of takes you back to a simpler time and place when you look at it. Also, I think what people are probably seeking to do when they come here. So it seems like an appropriate fit way, good way to capture people through the essence of the Central Park experience.
What would, let's say I wasn't here and, you're walking by and you want to capture the same shot that's in that phone. So you ask someone to take a picture with your phone. And then you continue on your walk. What is the value of the picture on your phone versus the value of that? I mean, how do you look at each of them?
Well, typically when you're posing for a picture, you're thinking about it. We're going to put this on Facebook. We want people to know we're somewhere important or interesting and having fun, and so we would more than likely get someone to take a picture of us with you in the background. This is a picture of us with a guy that does pictures in Central Park. So, rather than what you did was you just get a picture of us sitting on a park bench, just sitting together. So that would be my answer.
And it kind of gets rid of all the other extraneous stuff that comes.
Yeah, I guess there's really
Simpler.
This picture doesn't seem like something you would really put on Facebook. It doesn't look like it's really taken to impress anybody or promote anything. It's just a picture in the park, which is probably what you're going after.
That's right. Exactly.
Thank you. It's nice music in the background. It's a great way to wrap up the segment.
He comes through here every day on a bike with French music playing.
Yes.
And he's wearing a beret. I've never asked him why.
Yeah.
You see it all. You see it all here.
That's nice. I was imagining it to close and run the credits now.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay. So what are your plans for the picture when you get home?
We'll probably put it in a scrapbook.
And rather than show it off, look at it to remember a very nice and special moment we had together in New York City.
Everything? Nothing? All right. Okay. So, where are you from?
Kentucky.
And what are your first names?
I'm Maggie.
John.
Rebecca.
Well, thank you all for coming here and having your Polaroid ticket, and enjoy the park.
Thank you.
Thanks.